Morning and welcome to the fourth vlog in the Tour De Fleece Vlog series. Today is Saturday the 13th of July and yeah, we're up, we're dressed, well 2 out of 3 of us are up and dressed. Perry's just getting ready. I'm having my morning coffee and then I think we're going to head out for a family breakfast. We're going to go down to the Pantiles and find somewhere to have some food and then yeah. I have a couple of things I need to do while we're out. I need to go to the post office, I need to go to pick up some medicine from the pharmacy and to something else, I can't remember now. And then yeah, then when we get back home, Layla and Perry are going to head out to catch up with some friends. They're going to go to see some fire engines. I guess there's like a fire station near where one of our friends lives and they have like an open day type of thing where kids can come and see the fire engines and stuff. And Layla's really been into like emergency vehicles recently. When she sees one she's like Nino, Nino, and obviously she loves red, so she's gonna love the fire station. And then yeah, so they're gonna be out for a while in the afternoon and I'll be at home getting to relax. I have a few things I need to catch up on that I didn't get to do during the week, which is fine. I need to edit the previous vlog because I didn't get around to doing that earlier. And yeah, and then they're going to be back later in the afternoon and I don't think we have anything special planned for this evening, but then tomorrow we're going to be out most of the day, I think. So yeah, I'll take you guys along with us. You took it out? Did you break it? Can you fix it? Did you break it, Layla?
Yes.
Oh, are you going to fix it now?
Mommy, Nina go fetch it.
Yeah.
Nina go fetch it.
Oh, good job, Layla. You fixed it. You going to put your socks on?
Mommy.
Can you sit down and put your socks on? Oh, be careful, honey. You going to put them on?
My socks. Nina got socks.
Yeah, you going to put them on your feet? Good job. Wow, well done, Layla. Oh, such a good effort.
Oh no.
Yeah, you almost got it.
On the pocket. 30. 6. 10. Nina. Nina. No.
Yeah, come on, you can do it.
My 6. No.
Come on, you've almost got it on. Oh, honey. You need some help? Yeah? You're gonna do it? go, it is all plied. There's a lot of fibre on here. There's probably around 120-ish grams. There's 140 grams total, but because I'd done another skein, I practiced with it already, so there's a little bit less in here. But it's definitely over 100 grams on this bobbin, so there's not very often that I'm able to get over 100 grams of plied yarn onto one of these bobbins. So that's pretty fun. And yeah, I'm really happy with how this is turning out. And she's done. Plied, skeined up, and pre-washing it, this is over 400 yards. I think I got like 460 yards or something crazy. So this is definitely the most thinnest yarn I've been able to spin to date. It's 113 grams, but even when I calculate what it would be for just 100 grams, it still works out to be about 420-ish yards for 100 grams. So pretty chuffed with how this has turned out, and it's definitely, at the moment, it's quite a thin fingering weight for the most part, but I think it will puff up just a little bit with washing, and yeah, it'll be interesting to see what the finished yardage is. But it's a nice big skein, and it's still nice and soft as well. This one was a mix of, I think it was merino, silk, and I think there was some Shetland in this one as well, so a nice interesting blend. So while that skein soaks for a little bit, I've just come into my office, craft room, guest room, extra room that serves several purposes, to dig out something from under the bed, because I've had this idea for a while now, and I think I'm finally at least going to start the prep for it today. I'm not sure if I'm actually going to do this today or not. I do want to kind of do this once on my own first before I get Nugget involved, because I do want to do this with her. But I want to play with dyeing yarn and roving with or top or whatever fibre, there we go, with food colouring, and I have the supplies to do it, and I've had it for several years now actually. I just never got round to ever really doing it. So yeah, I have the supplies. I've been carting them around from country to country for the last few years, and I'm finally going to get around to doing it, I think. Alright, so this is what we have. I have this big old bag of stuff. Great, just ripped it. It's alright. Back surfing well over the years. So, okay. Forgot about a lot of these things, to be honest. But anyway, so the main thing I have is Wilton's food dye. Jeez, it's still stapled shut from when I bought this. I bought this back years ago. I bought this in Bahrain. Bought these dyes. So old now. I hope they still work. Did dyes go off? Did food dyes go off? I have no idea. Oh, I still have the receipt and everything for how much I paid for this. They weren't that expensive at all. They were actually really well priced. I got 6 colours, because why not get 6? So we have a bunch of different colours. So we have red, brown, black, golden yellow, royal blue, and moss green. So a variety to play around with. And yeah, and then the other things I have some of these little plastic bottles, which I guess I thought I would put the dye in to store at some point. I'm not entirely sure. They're not big, they're only like 80ml little tubes, but if I'm going to do this with Layla, this would be a really good thing to use, I guess, to put the dye in and just have her pour from this. Would be less messy. So I'll probably end up using these when I'm doing it with her. I also have some packs of Kool-Aid and some Easter egg dyes that were given to me as part of like packages and stuff from friends when we've done like swaps and things. So I'm pretty sure these Kool-Aid packets are probably out of date by now. Yeah, these are out of date by like 3 years, and these ones, yeah, I think these are out of date by a few years as well, to be honest. I'm not entirely sure, but it's fine. We're not planning on drinking the Kool-Aid. We're going to be dyeing with it, I guess. So I'm not sure what I'm going to be dyeing with necessarily. I'm probably going to start with the food dye and maybe come to Kool-Aid later. I have Bear yarn. So this is actually just a skein of Lion brand sock yarn, sockies, in an undyed skein. and I bought 2 of these at the time, I remember, and I did do some dyeing with one of them. I split it up into mini skeins and dyed one skein that way. But that was like years ago, again back when we were living in Bahrain, and I haven't done any of this since then. And that was with like droplets of food dye rather than, I haven't used these Wilton's food dyes yet. Oh yeah, these all have a best before date on them of 2017, so we shall see how well those work. And then I have this 3-pack of undyed skeins from that was kindly sent to me as a gift from Stephanie, who's the dyer behind London House Yarns. Again, years ago, back when I placed an order with her, she sent me these to play around with dyeing. So there's a skein of 100% superwash merino high twist. There's an 80-10-10 superwash merino cashmere nylon and a 75-25 BFL nylon superwash. So interesting. It'd be really fun to dye these with Layla as well. I'm thinking I might do the yarns with Layla and do the fibre myself, just because there's more risk of the fibre felting because it's non-superwash than the yarns are. And with Layla she might be a little bit more heavy-handed, but we shall see. I haven't fully decided. Like I said, I want to give it a go first on my own, just to kind of like refresh my memory on how to do it. But yeah, I'll be sure to share the experience with you guys. Okay, so I actually just went into the kitchen and found a bunch of glass jars in our recycling bin. So I just washed a bunch of those up more thoroughly, and yeah, so I'll use those to make the dye solutions in. I think I'm going to try hand painting the roving first. I would like to try it on the stove as well, but I think hand painting is probably going to be the method that I do with Layla, so I want to give that a go and see how that looks. And yeah, so I'm just going to wait for those to dry out a little bit, and then I might get to that a little bit later today. I'm just making up the dye solutions and maybe dyeing some roving, I don't know. We shall see where we get to. But for now, I'm going to prep my next Tour De Fleece spin. So this is going to be what I'm going to be spinning next. It is a Zinnia Garden set of fibres from Spin Jones, and it's a bunch of top 20 gram bits of top in these rainbow colours. So I was thinking about it, and at first I was just going to spin them, at first actually I was just going to spin each colour on its own and ply it back on itself and create 7 mini skeins, 2-plied mini skeins. Then I thought I would spin them all end to end and chain ply it and have like a chain plied rainbow gradient. But now I'm thinking about it, I think I'm going to do a fractal. I just really enjoy fractal spinning. I enjoy seeing how the colours turn out, and I just enjoy that bobber poling aspect of it. And to me it's one of the things I really enjoyed about hand spun yarn before I could even spin myself. And yeah, so it was one of the things that drew me to the idea of spinning. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to split these fibres in half, and half I'm just going to spin as is, end to end, in the different colours, and the other half I'm going to turn into rolags and spin them that way. So if you watch my other hand spun fractal gradient video, which I also use some Spin Jones fibres for, I didn't use the blending board, and I just sort of split it manually and spun them that way. And you can do that too, but this time I'm going to show you how I do it, but using the rolag method that I can do from using my blending board. And you obviously, like I said, you don't have to do that. You can just break it down into smaller chunks and manually manipulate the fibres that way rather than using a blending board. So yeah, I'm going to time-lapse this. You guys have seen me doing rolags on the blending board a bajillion times by now. I'm like obsessed with it. So yeah, I'll time-lapse this so you won't get bored of seeing my face, and yeah, I'll catch you on the other side. Alright, so here we have a nice, fun, bright rainbow rolags. So these are going to form one of the plies in this rainbow spin, and the other I'm just going to spin end to end as is. So yeah, I'm going to start spinning this later today. I think I've got a few other things I need to crack on with for now, but I will be sure to check back in with you. Alright, so it's much later in the evening now. Layla's in bed, we've had dinner, Perry's watching the tennis, and earlier today I came in and I mixed up some dyes from the Wilton's food colouring. So we've got yellow, we've got, what's this one? Green in this one, and we've got red, and we've got blue. The red one, actually, I put a little bit of black in it just to darken it up a little bit. We've got black. I've mixed blue and red together in the hopes of making purple, but I think the dyes that made up the blue and red together kind of made a weird brownish colour, so we'll see. And then we've also got brown in here. So I've got 7 colours to play with, and we'll see what we end up with, what I've done. So what I've done is I've taken some lengths of fibre and just soaked them in some water and vinegar. What I did was I weighed out, I think it ended up being about 110 grams of just some merino wool top that I had back from when I got my spinning wheel, and I broke it up into 8 pieces just because this is going to be a bit of an experiment, and I just want to test out the different colours and to see what they look like. And we're going to do this in the microwave, so I'm going to hand paint them on some, okay, I'm going to hand paint them more going for like a tonal semi-solid fibre, and see what we end up with. And we have 8 here, and I have 7 different colours mixed up, so we'll see. I might only end up doing like the main colours and then doing some experiments with the others just to see what they look like. I'm going to wrap them up, bung them in the microwave, and see what they look like afterwards. Anything and everything I know about dyeing fibre has come from watching the ChemKnits Tutorials YouTube channel, so I will leave that linked below and make sure you go check that out. I think it's Rebecca is her name. She does a whole lot of different dyeing videos, fibre, yarn, all sorts of different dye types, from acid dyes to food colourings to all sorts of different things. Like she's done dyeing yarn with like sweets before as well, all sorts. So if you're looking for more information on how to dye yarn or fibre, make sure you go and check out her channel. This is far from a tutorial. It's my first time trying it with fibre, so let's just hope I don't ruin it. Okay, so I have 2 of my pieces of fibre laid out here, so I'll just like spread them out a little bit into like little U shapes on the bits of cling film. And I think I'm going to start with the yellow and the red dyes and see what we end up with. Red. I've got some yellow. I've got a variety of tools here to help me out because I don't have gloves on. Great job, I just spilled a bunch. Alright, well at least most of it ended up on the right, on the fibre. So use that to soak up the bits. Let's just clean up quickly. Alright, good morning. We are up. This is nice and cold. It went through 2 rounds of heat in the microwave last night, and then I didn't want to wait up really late for it to cool down, so I've just left it overnight. It's now definitely cold. I'm going to give it a rinse and see what we've ended up with.
That was
Yeah, you're gonna go bouncing? Right, well, while Layla and Perry go bouncing at the trampoline park, I'm gonna head off, find a coffee, find somewhere to sit and knit a little bit.
Is that Layla house?
Daddy come too. Daddy come too.
And look, Layla. What's that? Haha. Alright, so you're going to use that to eat.
What's that?
Yeah, you want to see how Daddy does it? You can copy Daddy. Daddy grabs a spoon.
I agree.
Want Daddy to help? You love your ice cream, don't you? Yes.
Can Daddy have some?
Daddy, try a little bit. I thought you were going to feed it to me. Could Daddy have a little bit? Could Daddy?
And just for a little bit. Jump, 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 jump.
The little face.
Is that fun?
Yeah.
That's
Do the cars, beep beep, beep beep, boom boom.
the cars.
Oh, good job, Layla.
Got one bad one.
Yeah, Mum said it could be a long bright day.
Do you want to push? Go on, push.
Guys, so it's the end of the weekend, it's the end of Sunday, and I thought I would do a quick little check-in, let you guys know what we were up to today. Perry's just putting Layla down to bed. It's actually a little bit early for her to go to bed, but she actually requested to go to bed, so we were like, we ain't arguing with you. If you want to go to bed at 6:30, fine. We normally take her down to start bedtime around 7 PM anyway, so it's not that much earlier, but it's weird for her to request bedtime. Anyway, so I've done a bit more spinning today. I have the last colour left to spin for the long gradient on the first bobbin, and then I have all the rolags to spin. So then I have all of these to spin. And then the other thing that you'll have seen, I dyed some roving last night, or top actually I should say. This was all top. So this was just from a bag of merino top that I had when I first got my spinning wheel. Kromsky, who sent me the spinning wheel, they also sent me some fibre to play around with, and they sent me 2 bags of merino. One was just plain white and the other one was pink. So I took the plain white and I just basically I weighed off about 110 grams, and then I just by eye split it into 8 chunks, and so I dyed each chunk with some food colouring last night, and so you'll have seen that already. So I did some yellow, did some red, green, blue, and I think the colours I had were like sunny yellow, royal blue, mossy green, and then it was red, but I actually added a bit of black to this just to make it a little bit darker. Not sure how much of an effect that actually had, because I think the black was a bit, I don't think the black was working right, because the food colourings were all well out of date, but I thought I'm not using them to eat, so it'd be fine. And then did like a yellow to red one with a bit of red splotches, and I did put some yellow splotches in the red, but obviously I don't think that really took. And we had a yellow, green, blue, and then I did 2 the same. It was supposed to be some yellow at the end here, but I think the green kind of took over most of it, to green to blue to red, and with a little bit of like merging of the blues and reds at the end. So yeah, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with these. I think I'm going to turn these into rolags. I don't think I'm going to keep them as top as they are. They're not felted or anything, but from my memory, when I tried spinning with the white top of this merino before, I had real trouble drafting it. So knowing that, I'm going to probably blend these into rolags. I think it'll be really fun, and make a really fun, bright, rainbowy, primary colour style spin. So I'm not sure what they're going to be, but it was just fun to experiment, and now I have a pretty good idea of how to dye fibre using food colouring in the microwave. I mean, I already pretty much knew the process, I just hadn't done it recently, so I wanted, and I'd never done it with fibre, so I wanted to give it a shot first, and then maybe do some with Layla at some point. And the other thing I wanted to show you was my finished rolag spin. So this was the spin that I'd done with the gradient rolags. This was fibre from Hilltop Cloud. I've ended up here with 115 grams and 440 yards, 402 meters of a fingering weight. Really chuffed with this. I spun all of this using cross lacing, and so it's definitely helped me achieve better yardage and a finer yarn, which is what I was hoping for in this case. Sorry about the sniffling, my allergies are really acting up recently, so I'll try my best, but I can't help it. Every now and again I have a little sniffle. I have a mini skein set that actually coordinates really well with this, and my plan is to use the two together, and I'm really chuffed with how this turned out. And that's pretty much an update for you guys. So the other thing you'll have seen was some footage from today while we were out. We went to Blue Water this morning, and Perry and Layla went jumping at the trampoline park there. That was a lot of fun. And then we went to after Blue Water we went to Itham-Mote, I believe is how it's pronounced, but it's spelt IGHTHAM or something. I can't remember how it's pronounced, but it's pronounced very differently than what it looks like when it's written down. I'll probably have put it up on the screen when showing the footage of there anyway. But that was really lovely. We had National Trust membership that we got last year, and it's coming up. It's going to expire at the end of this month, so we wanted to make the most of it, and the weather wasn't too bad today, so we went and checked that out. There was a little like show going, like horticultural show, so there was like showing all the different entries into like the judgings that they had, and that was quite fun to see. And yeah, the house itself is really old. It was built in like the 1300s or 12, yeah, I think it was like 1324 or something it was built in. It was really old and really beautifully maintained and kept, and yeah, it was just fun to look around, and it was a nice little day out all together. We had a really fun day, and yeah, it's been a really nice day actually. It rained a little bit when we first left this morning, but then it's been really lovely all day after. Okay, well my battery's about to die, so I'm gonna get back to spinning, and I will see you guys in the morning. Morning guys, it is Monday the 15th of July, there we go, 15th of July, and yeah, Layla and I are in the car. We are heading off to, I think it's pronounced Bodum Castle. It's another National Trust place, trying to make the most of this membership while we have it. And yeah, we just had a quick trip to the pet shop to pick up some food for the cats, and now we're off on our little adventure. Are you ready to go? You excited to go see the castle? Shall we go? You were excited to go to the castle this morning. Where do you want to go?
A coffee shop.
She wants to go to a coffee shop. We're here. Oh, and she just woke up. What I had not expected... Yeah, we're going to get down. What I had not expected was her falling asleep this early. She fell asleep at like 10 to 10. What is up with that? But anyway. You ready to get down? Shall we go explore? Yeah? Okay. You ready?
Yes.
Alright, let's go. Yeah?
Castle.
So, according to the information pamphlet, this castle was built in 1385. And yeah, it was both a defensive castle and a home, as most castles tend to be. And yeah, so you're gonna go explore. Yeah, you want to explore the castle?
Castle there.
Yeah, it's over there. Can you see it?
No.
All right, let's go check it out. Yeah, let's go see. Go on. So this is a pillbox built in 1940 to defend the castle from German invasion, if necessary. I'm not sure if it was ever actually used, but... This is a big empty room. Do you want to go inside it? It echoes. Yeah, you see the ducks? Oh yeah, they're in the water, aren't they? No, but she's sleeping, honey. The mummy duck is sleeping. She must be very tired. Her baby's probably kept her up all night. Should we go that way, Lila? Time for a snack break. Enjoying your rice cakes? Not a bad view, to be honest.
Very
Where are we gonna go? Yeah, should we go to that one?
Yeah.
Alright. Let's go to the South Tower and we'll see the views from the top. We'll climb up.
That one.
Okay, we'll do that one too. Layla, be careful. Stay here. Let's do this. Apparently the views are really good from the top, so I hope this is worth it. Yeah, we're gonna go downstairs in a minute, honey. We just came all the way up here. Came to a local garden centre. Layla's, they've got a little playground here, so Layla's playing on the wooden pirate ship and I'm sat on board. Hey guys, so it's the end of the day. I'm about to settle down to finally do some spinning for the first time today, and yeah, I'm exhausted. Today was a great day but very tiring. It wasn't too hot to begin with, but it warmed up over the course of the day, and it never really got that hot, but it was very muggy and humid towards the end of the afternoon, and yeah, it was really starting to take it out of me. And whilst we were at the castle towards the end of the visit, Layla was getting very tired after all that walking, like bless her, but she basically put me in a situation where I had to carry her for a big chunk of the walk back to the car, and it seems to have like twinged something in my back, but it'll be fine in a couple of days or tomorrow even, but it's just one of those things that it's just sort of like sucked all my energy out, that plus the heat and the humidity. It's just made it a little bit just made me feel more exhausted than I would have done otherwise. Anyway, all that to say, I'm probably going to sign off now. I might record a little bit of footage of me spinning, I might not. I've just started spinning on these Rolags, so that's 2. I actually did those last night. I did those last night, and I've got another 10 or so to go, so we'll see how far we get tonight. And then yeah, I'll pick up again tomorrow, and tomorrow will be the start of the next vlog. So this is going to be the end of vlog 4, and I'll see you tomorrow for vlog 5. Bye.